Hello, this is Janet Wright, and this is going to be the Metatron Monthly Energy Healing Forecast for February 2019. Again, this is the recording for February 2019. So, for these recordings now, I do record them from in my body, so I'm not going to the Akashic Records to meet with Metatron. Instead, Metatron talks to me right as I am, just in my body. Hey Janet, how are you? Let's do this. So February 2019 does have a simplicity to it, but it also has a boldness to it. And for that reason, joining me later on in the recording will be Archangel Uriel, since Uriel is very good with boldness. But I would like to open it up for starters. So February is definitely about walking strongly, which Uriel had mentioned earlier in the January recording. February is about walking strongly forward with mindfulness and presence. So many people consider progress as fast movement forward, but this is more mindful and strong movement forward. So it's not a run, it's a mindful walk. There's a way in which within February, obstacles can be melted. Obstacles can dissolve. But again, with this mindful purpose and boldness. So it is interesting that the first triplet set of the month, February, the angels have chosen it to be about confidence. And the second triplet set is about taking action in many levels. So that is a good thing. I want people to think about maybe only 2 or 3 areas in which they have not been taking much action and not push themselves in a non-mindful way. Like, I haven't done that. I'm going to do it today. Push. Only if it feels right. But if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel realistic, it is still okay to be aware of 2 to 3 areas in which you have not made progress. You have not been making forward movement. And to be mindful, to journal, to list the 3 areas, to reflect upon it. What is involved with this? Reflection, when you're journaling, is nice because you use your upper chakras, 6th and 7th chakra, hopefully. So you could lightly touch your forehead, your 6th chakra. And 6th chakra is for non-judgment as well as vision. So that is the type of reflection I mean. So not, I haven't done it because I'm lazy. Lazy is a judgment and it's meaningless. So there are always underlying reasons. And if you address the underlying reasons, you resolve the issue and you can move forward. So essentially, the easiest possible way would be, there is a blanket exercise video that Janet has, blanket exercise, and you could put energy blocks on the blanket. You imagine a big gold blanket out in front of you, and you put on the blanket any energy blocks that have been holding you back in these 2 or 3 projects that you want to make progress in, but you feel that you haven't for a while. And then you bring up red earth energy, you soak the pile of energy blocks, and then you use lots of gold light, either from a gold hose or from your hands, and you melt the piles of energy blocks. Try to breathe, try to be calm, try to be present. Feel your legs, feel the strength of your back. The back is very interesting, the physical back. The spine. There is that expression, have a backbone, have a spine. It relates to strength, and that is interesting. I think spinal flexibility would be also very good for February. So some yoga stretches where you stretch your back gently would be very nice. And you could just Google those yoga stretches for the back or look on YouTube for those. But I think stretching your back and thinking of your obstacles, and again, be smart about it. Be non-judgmental, have vision. Lightly touch your forehead and see. Because the more you see with non-judgment, the more your barriers melt away. The more you realize what are certain inner weaknesses that you have that you need to nourish so that the wall melts. Maybe you just need to release your own resistance and then the wall melts. Maybe you need to release your own fear and the wall melts. So blanket exercise is nice for that. Janet's video about own path, clear punishment, non-judgment is 24 minutes. Own path, clear punishment, non-judgment. That is also interesting because as you work your path, you can think about the obstacles on your path and you can clear them away.